श्रीराम राम रघुनन्दन राम राम श्रीराम राम भरताग्रज राम राम श्रीराम राम रणकर्कश राम राम श्रीराम राम शरणं भव राम राम श्रीरामचन्द्र चरणो मनसा स्मरामि श्रीरामचन्द्र चरणो वचसा गृह्णामि श्रीरामचन्द्र चरणो शिरसा नमामि श्रीरामचन्द्र चरणो शरणं प्रपद्ये। माता रामो मत्पिता रामचन्द्रः स्वामी रामो मत्सखा रामचन्द्रः सर्वस्य मे रामचन्द्रो दयालुः नान्यं जाने नैव जाने न जाने लोकाभिरामं रणरङ्गधीरं राजीवनेत्रं रघुवंशनाथं कारुण्यरूपं करुणाकरन्तं श्रीरामचन्द्रं शरणं प्रपद्ये। मनोजवं मारुतितुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम्। हरे कृष्ण, नमस्ते. Sri Ramanavami is around the corner. It's on April 10th, coming Sunday. We thought, starting today, for next 5 days until Sri Ramanavami, we'll share some nectar from Valmiki Ramayana. In the Balakanda, 18th chapter, Vasishta Muni performs the name-giving ceremony for the 4 children born to Dasaratha. Jeshtam Ramam Mahatmanam Bharatam Kaikeyi Suttam Saumitrim Lakshmanam iti Shatrughanam Aparam Tata Vasishta Paramo Prito Namani Kurute Tata. The child born to Kausalya was named as Rama. The child born to Kaikeyi was named as Bharata. And the twins born to Sumitra were named as Lakshmana and Shatrughna. Rama means Ramante Sarvajanaha Gunaihi Asminiti Ramaha, meaning one who delights other, gives pleasure to everyone by his qualities. Valmiki Ramayana begins describing Rama's qualities. When Narada Muni comes to meet Valmiki, the first question that Valmiki asks Narada Muni is Konasmin Sampradam Loke Gunavan Kascha Viryavan Dharmajnacha Kritajnacha Satyavakya Dadavrataha Charitrenacha Ko Yuktaha Sarvabhuteshu Ko Hitaha Vidwan Kaha Ka Samartacha Cha Ekapriya Darshanaha Atmavan Ko Jita Krodaha Dyutiman Kaha Anasuyakaha Kasya Bibhyate Devaha Cha Jata Rosasya Samyuge. That is, one who is virtuous, undefeatable, blameless, grateful, one who fulfills his word, determined in his deed, righteous, well-wisher of all living beings, all-knower, very capable, pleasant to look, controller of all beings, one who has conquered his anger, splendorous, not envious, feared by gods. Valmiki Muni was asking, who is that person, Sampradam Loke, who is present right now in the earth? In response, Narada Muni says, Ishvaku Vamsaha Prabhavo Ramo Nama Janik Srutaha. The only one who possesses all that you mentioned is Ramachandra. Bharata, who was born next, got that name which defines Bharata Raja Bharanath, He bears the burden of the kingdom of Lord Rama during Rama's exile. He felt the heaviness. He is a great devotee who served the Lord in separation. He had no interest for name, fame, position, prestige, nothing. His only interest was to serve his Lord Sri Ramachandra. Therefore, the kingdom was a bharam. It was a burden for him. Hence, his name is Bharata. An interesting conversation happened between Bharata and Vasishta. When Bharata didn't want to accept the kingdom after Rama departed, the Kulaguru Vasishta insisted Bharata to take up the kingdom. That time Bharata said, if a person has two properties, two things belongs to him, how can one object can buy a other object? Or how can one object can take care of the other object? Myself and this Ayodhya are two properties of Lord Ramachandra. How can I, being Rama's property, can take care of Ayodhya? In return, Vasishta said, well, why not? A diamond in a diamond case. Two objects, whereas the diamond case takes care of the diamond which is within it. Like that, you and Ayodhya are properties of Ramachandra. You being a diamond case and Ayodhya being diamond, you can take care of Ayodhya. Bharata smiled and responded back saying, the diamond case does not take any action to do things by itself. It is the owner who does this by placing the diamond within the diamond case. Therefore, the diamond case has no independence, no swatantra. It is paratantra. It is completely depending on the owner. Vasishta didn't have anything to say. Bharata exhibited the dependency on the Lord. When Lord Ramachandra returned back to Ayodhya after 14 years, Bharata submitted to Rama saying, Bhavatas tejasa sarvam kritam dasagunam maya. Everything is enhanced 10 times before it was by your mercy. Meaning, while Bharata was taking care of Ayodhya under the rulership of Paduka Devi, he multiplied the wealth of Ayodhya 10 times and more. Here he says, it is all just simply because of your mercy. So Bharata never takes any credits for his services, his activities. The third is Lakshmana. He was named so because Lakshmano Lakshmi Sampannaha, one who has got the complete mercy of Sri Mahalakshmi. Lakshmi means wealth. So Lakshman got the wealth, complete wealth, by the blessings of Mother Lakshmi. The wealth that has been mentioned here has nothing to do with material wealth. It is a spiritual wealth. The greatest spiritual wealth is service to the Lord. Lakshmana never separated from his master. Even Mother Sita was separated from the Lord, but Lakshmana was never. There was an occasion where Lord Ramachandra tells Lakshmana to return back to Ayodhya. At that time, Lakshmana says, Nacha Sita Tvaya Hina Nacha Aham Api Raghava Muhurtam Api Jivavo Jalan Matsav Iva Udrato. My dear Rama, bereft of you, neither Sita nor I will be able to survive even for a moment, like fish pulled out of water. We are able to survive because we are with you, like the fish lives in water can survive. You may think that you are giving Ayodhya to me to have a happy life. It is like taking the fish out of the water and putting into a milk considering milk to be expensive than water, but the fish cannot survive. Therefore, if you wish to send me back to Ayodhya, you are free to do so, but I may not reach Ayodhya. I may leave my life on the way. This is the mood that Lakshmana had, because he wanted to always be with Lord Rama and serve him to the best. And the fourth brother, Shatrughna, is Shatrun Hanta iti Shatrugnaha, or it is said Shatrughno Nitya Shatrugnaha, meaning Shatrughna is always an destroyer of enemy. Interestingly, if we study Ramayana, we won't see much of Shatrughna killing any demons or enemies. Then what does it mean to say Shatrughna is one who always an enemy destroyer? For Shatrughna, the biggest enemy is Rama Bhakti. One may ask, how can a bhakti to the Lord can be an enemy? Let's understand this. Lakshmana is direct servant of the Lord, who was serving him constantly. Bharata, who was a great devotee of the Lord, was serving the Lord in separation. Whereas Shatrughna plays a very important role in our philosophy. That is, he was serving not the Lord, but Lord's devotee, who is Bharata. It is easy to serve the Lord, but it is not easy to serve the Lord's devotee. Why? Because Lord is someone superior. There is no problem to serve the Lord. But devotee or a guru who is just like us, he also eats, we also eat, he also have some bodily discomforts, I also have bodily discomforts. He coughs, I cough. Pretty much we seem to be equal. How can I accept him to be my superior? That tendency comes because we have high regards and bhakti towards the Supreme Lord, but not towards Guru and devotees. As far as we have bhakti towards Rama, then we are not going to have bhakti towards his devotees and gurus. Therefore, that bhakti towards Rama becomes an enemy for us to show our bhakti towards Guru and devotees. Shatrughna, by killing that Rama bhakti, he showed his unalloyed bhakti towards Rama's great Bhakta Bharata. In the Vaishnava tradition, this bhakti is considered to be greatest than any other bhakti. Bhakti towards Guru and bhakti towards pure devotees. This was exhibited by the great Shatrughna. One last short story before we conclude. When the 4 babies were born, they were put in 4 separate cradles. The cradle ceremony was happening, but all the 4 babies were crying non-stop. Vasishtha comes and he says, Dasaratha, you have to change the order. You have Rama, Bharata, Lakshmana and Shatrughna. Change the order where Lakshmana next to Rama and then Shatrughna next to Bharata. After the order was changed, 50% of the cry was reduced, but it was not stopped yet. Then Vasishtha advised, remove 2 cradles, place Bharata in the same cradle of Rama, place Shatrughna in the same cradle of Bharata. When they did this, the babies were pacified and started smiling. That is the affection and love that they have. Today we learn the meaning of Rama, Bharata, Lakshmana and Shatrughna. Rama, the Supreme Lord; Lakshmana, who is a direct servant of the Lord; Bharata, who represents complete dependency on the Lord and serves the Lord in separation; Shatrughna, who is a great devotee of the Lord, represent the ultimate mood of service attitude. Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman ki Jai. Valmiki Bhagavan ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Thank you. Hare Krishna.